Now, my original thought was highlights.
Right?
The reason being is because you like to wear this kind of wild looking, which is cute, and I like that. The reason I thought that was because it would give this style that you have a little more movement and dimension, and it would really kind of show. But I can't do, you know, it's just my principle to not do the roots and the highlights at the same time, because I'd get concerned about, we'd have to use more of a lightener on you to break through this color, and I wouldn't want it bleeding onto the root. So, what do you think? Because you can do, but then you said you hadn't found a color you liked.
I've been doing this color for about 6 years now, give or take. And it's, because I'm not out in the sun as much, and my skin is really pale. I think it's pale because I used to be like a tanning queen. So, do you know what I'm saying? I went from stark Barbie doll gold to then, because I stopped tanning, went to red to maybe try to warm up my skin a little bit. This color at times makes me look a little ashy, so I was wondering if like a chestnutty red would look better on me. Would that make me warm up? Am I seeing something that you're not seeing?
Well, let me tell you, first thing I'm seeing is that in the store it's darker, and maybe it's the product that you're using. That you're putting on there because it looks darker. Because when you walked in the door and I saw it, it looks redder here. And this is actually a pretty color. I like this color on you. And I think it does warm you up a little bit. And it doesn't wash you out. But in the store, for some reason, it looks darker. I don't know why. It's because of the lighting. See, I have these that are daylight white bulbs, and I only use those so that I can see the color better. And then still I have to take people outside sometimes. So, to me, and I kind of like the color that you're doing. I think it's pretty. I like it. And it goes well with the cut. So I'm thinking...
Go with highlight. Do whatever you want. I'm giving you carte blanche.
Yes. But I want you to be happy. And one thing about it is that if for some reason it isn't exactly, and I'm not talking like screaming highlights. I'm more interested in seeing different tones in the hair. And even when you do, because you do your own hair color, even when you do the roots, if some of it gets on them, it won't matter. What I'm interested in seeing is less flat color and more different tones in here. So even when you go ahead and you do your own hair color, it will show up. You know, of course, as you get your hair cut, they'll come off. But it might be something that
I just don't want lines where I see. I don't mind chunks.
Well, I think chunks with this style would look good. Well, what I do is a placement of the highlights, because I definitely consider the style that you're wearing, and the highlights should accentuate the style. And so that's more what I would do. I would just like be putting them in certain places, and I might even not put them down here. I might just put them into the crown, around the face, and across the top. Just to give it a little of a different tone and lightness. And then it'll also give it a little more texture. And then I'll show you about, you know, some of my styling products. So maybe what you're doing with the styling products you're using, because I don't know what you're using, might be some of what's causing the hair to look dark, and the lighting on where you work.
Sometimes I spray my hair with like a spray oil.
Yeah.
And especially when it's looking a little dry. Where I live, the water is extremely harsh on my skin as well as my hair. So I try to use better shampoo and conditioner. But still, when I get out of the shower, and I rinse my hair with cold water, that's like burr, but I get out, you know, to keep lock down my hair follicles around the conditioner, I try to, you know, rinse off with, you know, cold or water, you know, cool water. But then there's sometimes when I get out of the shower and I blow dry my hair and it looks very chalky red.
I have a styler that is my own. It's a texturizing cream. And has little fibers in it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it really works well, and it'll last forever. and you can just use a little bit of it. It's got the little fibers, and you can.
It's like sticky paste, kind of.
But not that heavy, and it also has a shiner in it.
Oh, okay.
And so when you use it, you can do this here at the scalp to get the lift, and then you can pull it through the ends to get a more piecey look. And you might, with your hair being so fine, you could even use the gel and this. You could do what they do as a little cocktail. Because I would probably put some gel on you to get it to be fuller, because my gel, one, does not leave residue in the hair. So when you use my gel, you don't feel like there's gel in there. You just get the results of what you're trying to do with it to give it direction and movement. And then I might come back in with this and rub it through my hands and then massage it through and pull little pieces out. Because I see how you wear it. I have this, that, or the other. A texturizing razor. And I like to do that because I'm seeing that you separate here and you separate here.
Yeah.
And so sometimes on those places, you go back in and you just treat each area individually. And because what I like is when you can do this, and then it just goes and does what it's supposed to do, and you're not having to put it somewhere and work it too much.
Right, and that's what sometimes I do have to do that. So, and my hair is different every
So
single day.
then we'll go with highlights,
Okay.
and I'll just use some foils.
Okay.
And we'll do that first, and we might talk a little bit about my skincare too, because I have all my own products.
Okay.
Hair products, I have my own skincare products. I really prefer, and the only makeup that I use is the Youngblood mineral makeup, because it's the finest that you can buy, and it's the best. It's a little more expensive, but as you know now, some of the other ones have gotten more costly too.
Oh, absolutely.
But it tends to be very healthy for the skin. It looks natural.
Okay.
And so, we might we'll probably do a little makeup for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can.
And if you already have your eyes done, we don't have to worry about that.
If you want to, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm a blind chocolate.
Okay.
I just don't usually walk out without my face on.